Hello there, how are you? I'd like to welcome you once again to my YouTube channel, Keeping It Real with Abiola. On this channel, I share real issues of marriage, relationships, and personal growth. This is because these topics are actually interrelated and are fundamental to our lives as individuals, in the family, in the workplace, and in the society. So I kick-started discussion on this channel on the topic of marriage using my book, Essentials of a Successful Marriage, a step-by-step guide as the talking point. Essentials of a Successful Marriage, a step-by-step guide, is a book that I recently published, and I did a virtual launch of it on August this year. So last week we looked at chapter 3 on the subject title of finance, and during the review I raised 3 questions. I asked, does money matter in marriage? Yes, money to me does matter in marriage. Does money answer all problems in marriage? No, money does not answer all problems in marriage. Then 3, can a marriage survive on scarce funds? Yes, a marriage can indeed survive on scarce funds, and one of the ways is through financial intelligence. For you to get more perspective on this topic, you have to grab a copy of my book to find out. So moving on today, we'll be looking at chapter 4 on the subject title of commitment. What are the words that come to your mind when you hear that word commitment? For me, it is obligation, it is dedication, and it is loyalty. And if you ask me, these are words that are synonymous with either an agreement, a pledge, or a covenant. Marriage is a covenant with a big C on commitment. What are your thoughts about this? Do you see your marital vows as a commitment to your marriage? Will you still be committed to your marriage, irrespective of unforeseen circumstances that come, such as loss of a job or terminal illness? Well, as you ponder on these thoughts, I'd like us to listen to today's review with Amaka. Amaka Chikambonu is a fellow author and a friend who did a review of my book during the virtual launch. Let's listen to Amaka, and I'll see you after the review.
Chapter 4 talks about commitment. And whilst this chapter doesn't start with a definition, it takes a page from or a quote from Mark 10:9. And it starts with, what therefore God has joined together, let not man put asunder. And that talks about commitment, the fact that the marriage relationship is binding. She uses words like obligation, responsibility, loyalty, and she says these are synonymous with commitment. And she says this is what a husband and wife have to bear in mind about commitment. She talks about what commitment means to different couples and how people must identify what commitment means to them as a couple. And she gives us ways to identify ways we can be committed to our spouses. She asks a question and she kind of answers it or leaves it to us to think about, but she also answers it. Which is more important, your marriage or your job, your friends and family or your wife? And she answers these questions and kind of discusses it. Other things that are looked at in this chapter are something she calls the force of marriage, and you have to look at the book, get the book to find out what that is. She talks about sustaining marriage through commitment and what she has termed face it and live it, as opposed to face it and leave it. I found that quite interesting. And she goes into detail about all these things, and again, action points round out the chapter. And I love that, because with face it and live it or face it and leave it, you'd like to know how you can do that. And she expands on this in chapter 4.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please share your comments, takeaways, questions, or whatever resonated with you during the review. My book, Essentials of a Successful Marriage, a step-by-step guide, is available in paper copy for 1,000 naira only and can be purchased through the following options. 1, via my Instagram page at Abiola Shoremekun, one word, at Abiola Shoremekun, one word. Visit the page, click on my bio, it takes you to the payment page, make payment, and the book will be delivered right to your doorstep. Or if you prefer to do a direct credit and you need my account details, send me an email on meetabiolashoremekun@gmail.com, one word. meetabiolashoremekun@gmail.com, one word. And then the account details will be forwarded to you. E-copies are also available on Okada Books for 1,000 naira only and on Amazon Kindle for $5 only. Delivery is available across Nigeria. Delivery within Lagos is 1,200 naira only, and outside Lagos starts from 3,500 naira only. However, there's free delivery for purchases of 5+ copies within Lagos and 10+ copies outside Lagos. There's also a pickup option at our offices at Victoria Land, Lagos. So, in conclusion, before I leave you, I like to leave you with my favorite quote. If each one can reach one, then each one can teach one. What a great nation Nigeria would be. I'm trying to reach you. Would you also try and reach someone with a copy of my book? Why don't you buy a copy of my book for yourself, for your children, your married nieces, your married nephews, or just bless someone with a copy of the book? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Click the notification button that prompts you when new videos are released. So, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless Nigeria. And see you next week. Bye-bye and thanks for watching.